Activists say more than 17,000 people have died.
He is reportedly unleashing warplanes on his own people.
So many children have been killed in Syria, shot by snipers, killed after being arrested by the regime.
After almost 2 years of this fighting, leaving more than 40,000 people dead.
More than 1.3 million people have fled across the country's borders, many of them into neighbouring Lebanon.
We really need the support of the international community to help us.
Since 2005, the Syrian-American Council, a grassroots organization founded in Burr Ridge, Illinois, has been a leading voice and organizer for the Syrian-American community, promoting human rights, democracy, and a healthy and engaged civil society for all Syrians. In 2011, thousands of Syrians took to the streets and protested peacefully against the repressive Assad regime. Their chants were met with bullets and tanks. The Syrian-American Council acted quickly to organize Syrian Americans in support of the Syrian Revolution. SAC and the expatriate community used their advantaged position in the U.S. and their intimate knowledge of Syrian society to support Syrians during their struggle for political freedom and justice. Today, SAC continues to be at the forefront of the Syrian Revolution and democracy-building efforts in the United States. Our efforts range from local communal organizing and raising awareness about the situation in Syria, to engaging in national government relations, working to affect favorable U.S. policies towards Syria. SAC's national staff works rigorously around the clock to meet with all levels of the U.S. government, give briefings, and coordinate activities and events. SAC has also cultivated an impressive network of over 24 national chapters across the country and have been steadfast in their commitment and contributions to the revolution and active in mobilizing and engaging their communities. Over the years, SAC has hosted hundreds of nationwide events, including the March 15th Revolution Anniversary Rally in Washington, D.C., local screenings and discussion panels, and nationwide tours with impactful Syrian voices. SAC local chapters made possible the Rising Up Against Assad's War Crimes tour featuring chemical weapons attack survivor Qusay Zakaria, a resident of Muadimat al-Sham. The tour took him to Boston, Massachusetts, the University of Maryland, and Princeton University in New Jersey. Qusay also briefed officials in government, Congress, and think tanks in Washington, D.C. SAC's chapters nationwide have met with their policymakers to advocate for Syria and advance the goals of the Syrian cause. In 2014, SAC LA met with several Congresspeople to persuade them to support resolutions on Syria. Both SAC LA and Chicago hosted Special Envoy to Syria, Daniel Rubenstein. Almost immediately after the atrocity committed by ISIS in beheading two journalist friends of Syria, James Foley and Seem Sutlov, the SAC Orlando chapter mobilized to hold a vigil in Sutlov's honor in partnership with his alma mater, University of Central Florida. Our chapters consistently organize local dinners and co-sponsor relief events. They appear on local media and community radio.
Kenan Rahmani, who is from the Syrian-American Council.
Sam Alouche is the national chairman of the Syrian-American Council. He's in Anaheim, California.
Joining me in studio is a Syrian-American activist. He is also an imam here in Southern California and a college professor of the Arabic language.
Now with me in Washington, a senior political advisor and government relations director for the Syrian-American Council, Mohammed Ghanem. Thanks, gentlemen, to both of you for joining us.
Our chapters across the U.S. were part of worldwide protests commemorating the chemical massacre perpetrated by the Assad regime and green-lighted by the international community. This is the Syrian-American community that continues to hold leaders accountable and never lets hope die. Thank you to each and every one of you. Together, we make the Syrian-American voice heard, and we move forward our aspirations for a pluralistic and inclusive free Syria.